Do you?
Yeah, otherwise, why just sit around, right?
Oh
Oh,
shit.
meeting is live. Now I got to go do the other stuff. Yeah, otherwise, why just sit
There we
around?
go.
Better mute that. Let's see. Live chat. Let's go here. Let's go here.
Edward, TJ, what's up?
Hmm.
What's up, Rod? So I was watching Bill's coast to coast earlier, testing his that new live streaming service he's using.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's nice and everything, but that 2 hour mark just, I don't know, that kind of turned me off on it.
Evening all.
Because apparently you can like get off of it and then turn around and start another live stream right back up and do another 2 hours. But I was
Really?
like, I wouldn't want to have to do that every time I wanted to go more than 2 hours, you know? Because then that's like, 5 minutes or so. You'd have to stop a live stream, turn it off, re-kick it back on. Yeah, I don't want to do all that. I'm just going to stick with restream for right now. If they upped it to like 4 hours, I'd definitely be interested in it. But
I'm flashing green.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
flashing.
Dominic,
I'm green.
Hey, Jack.
Alien.
you're an alien?
Safety first.
He's out for a walk.
And it's
Mm.
getting dark.
Hey, Gitchy, go blue. Yes, they won. They did. They did.
Is Gitchy still flying back and forth to Iceland with all the craziness?
I think so. I'm not sure, but I think.
Christmas stuff.
I think she is.
hey, Gitchy, I saw that Dallas won Thanksgiving night. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet she was pissed.
Why she doesn't like Dallas?
Oh no, she hates Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, really?
I caught the last like 30 seconds of the fourth quarter though, and they had the game wrapped up. They just ran the clock last 30 seconds or so out on the clock. I happened to be in the living room right when the game was ending. Sarah's mom's boyfriend was watching it. So I just happened to catch the last like 30 seconds of the game.
Oh, yeah.
She said, "Shut up, Justin." Yeah. They actually whooped ass in that game. I don't remember what the score. I don't remember the exact.
It was a big score. It was a
It,
big difference.
oh yeah, it was definitely a pretty much a blowout for the most part. Laura, your last short about putting a Christmas tree up. Now that was funny.
Mm.
Oh,
I laughed about that.
hurrah.
Hey, Laura, how's it going?
Hurrah.
Oh, it's getting dark there, Chuck.
Yeah. Or his butt blinking
PG.
green.
Safety first.
It's on the right cheek. Left cheek has no protection. I don't know. It is getting dark very fast. Was it?
How far are you guys from your house?
You don't have a lot of
Oh,
traffic.
good
on
God,
the-
that driveway needs to be fixed.
You don't have a
Oh,
lot of
Jesus.
traffic on the side streets, do you?
No, not really.
Did you see that driveway? That thing was torn up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible. This one's bad too.
Jeez, yeah, that other one was really bad.
Here comes
Dude, you can
Laura.
build your driveway up here and it's destroyed in like a year. Winter kills everything here.
Say hello to Laura, everybody.
Oh, that short was hilarious, Laura. Was that actually David talking in the back?
No, it's actually
kind-
a clip I
the-
found on
Because it
TikTok.
actually kind of sounded like him, but it was like morphed. Like I
Oh,
thought you
you
were
haven't
using a
seen it
filter.
yet, have you? My new
Oh.
short. You've heard it, but you've not seen it.
Yeah, because it kind of sounded like David a little bit, but it was like you were using a filter, so it morphed his voice just a little bit. I thought that was actually him in the video. I was like, holy crap. She got David to do a short with her.
We've actually got shorts planned. Oh, 1481.
Oh, here comes a car, Chuck. Oh, there goes a car. There goes another car.
Paul's counting cars.
There's a car. There's a car.
Did you have to?
Here a car, there a car, everywhere.
Oh,
a car.
look, there's one porch light, two porch lights.
Car.
What?
It's like when you were a kid standing in the middle of the road. Car.
Road. What are they doing?
Hey, up.
Boss.
They're driving on the passenger side. The oncoming lane of traffic. What are they doing?
Driving on the right side of the road.
Mm.
As opposed to correct, right? As opposed to correct.
Hey,
No.
did
Right as incorrect.
Chuck, did Bill say how much that was a month for like their plan or whatever? Because I know he did the yearly thing. I was just
called-
curious.
Called up yesterday, and I think they had a Black Friday thing going. And he told me it was somewhere around 12 months or $200, I think.
Yeah, all of them are doing Black Friday deals, but only on the yearly subscriptions.
But sure, quality is pretty good.
David
Even when
will
you-
show you if he shows it.
I mean, the free version seems really cool, but I just don't like that 2 hour limit because it's like you can end the live stream and restart it. I'm like, well, what's the point then?
Then
Right,
you'd have to
might as well
resend
just-
out. Would you have
Like,
to resend out invites?
Wait out.
Is it a
Can't do
different
it.
invite each time?
I would assume the link. I don't know if the links are different or not.
The whole circle at 4 times.
But it's like if you're gonna like, I'd understand if they allow 2 hours a day, but if they're gonna allow you to end a stream and just start up another 2 hour stream, I don't know why they don't just make it unlimited like Restream does.
They want you to pay, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, but honestly, like I said, if they had it, if they let you have like a limited amount, like say you could do like 20 hours a month, like StreamYard, but at your choosing.
Just one.
Oh, I would really love to go to that just because of the 1080, but
Yeah, the 1080 is nice.
I just don't like the 2 hour limit. That's kind of turned me off, and I don't.
To see what I'm blindly paying for StreamYard that I've never used in like 2 years. Just pissing money away.
Well, use it, Chuck.
Which one have you been paying for? The $24 or the $50 one?
Probably the $50 one, knowing me, because we have
Yeah,
1080.
that's the 1080 one.
Yeah. Well, it was for 2K drones, and then my compadre decided, I don't want to really do it anymore. So that's that.
So
yeah, I guess
you used to do a live show? I didn't know that.
Hmm.
See? How
Yeah,
long
Yeah.
ago?
2 years.
It had to have been a while
Yeah.
back because I don't even remember that.
Yeah, we were doing all
I
right.
think
We
I
had
saw the very last one, and that's when I started.
that was the end. We gave up.
Wow.
Too
I
much
don't even
competition.
remember that.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Hey,
Tom,
Captain
just-
Joe.
Joe,
Yeah, we had like God, we had some cool people on too. Like Sean Geeks Fauna was on. We had Aldrin from Flight Path. What else was on there? Glory, it was like notable.
Oh no,
Everybody's
your
notable.
last live stream was 2 years ago. I just looked at it.
Been a while.
It was with Billy Kyle. That was your last one.
Went out with a bang. Oh yeah, we had Ricker on, Billy Kyle.
You can guess what I'll be doing on my live stream tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even know you did live streams. I must have missed that back then. Because I've been in the community for about 3.5 years. I didn't even realize you even did live stream.
Hairstyling.
Because I always saw you on like bills and stuff, but
Laura's going to do a live stream hairstyling with Laura.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Nose is running.
My hair's only going in a bun because it needs washing.
Tom.
I'm going to finish building tomorrow.
What are you building?
I am building this little guy.
Yay.
If Chuck can see
Johnny
this.
Five.
Barely see it in the little phone, the little screen on the phone, which makes
Oh
minuscule.
no, I just broke his neck. Oh no, I didn't.
We saw a guy who built a model of Tower Bridge in his backyard with like a real stream and everything. It actually lifts. It's so cool.
If only Chuck could see my tower bridge.
This guy made his out of cement though. Oh, I can. Oh, there it is. Oh no. Is it all right?
No, it got crushed, so I've got to buy a new one.
Hmm.
Okay, it's my Christmas special. Will be Christmas Day.
Yay.
Laurie's out flashing the neighborhood, Chuck.
No.
You've got 31 days of me yet.
Hmm.
If Justin's chatting to us, we can't hear him.
Right.
what are you doing? Just lapping the block a bunch of times?
Oh. It's just the labyrinth that is our neighborhood. Yeah. Development.
Curtis, I'll be
Use it.
live Christmas Eve.
What's up, Curtis?
I'm doing 31 days. And
Where's
New Year's Eve is normally my longest one.
Or as David would say, 31 days of hell.
Mm.
You would.
Yeah.
A humbug.
Hey, Chuck.
What's up?
What's up, Rob? What's
Hey,
up,
Doc.
Don?
Don, the biggest butthead in the chat.
Nice.
Mm.
He
up,
called
Donald?
us all buttheads.
This is the house that caught fire a few years ago? I think it is.
Hey,
Yeah.
Justin. Oh,
Townhouse.
Hello, Rob.
Yeah,
Hello.
everybody in the chat, good evening.
I like how he didn't say hello to me.
No,
Yeah, he said hello to Laura.
Looks like the Wish version of Bruce Wayne. Oh, man.
oh, me.
Yeah, he's talking about you, Rob.
Oh, yeah. Wish for yeah. Yeah,
It took you a while to catch on, didn't it?
yeah, it's another one. It's all mucked up. You don't get anything like it. Yeah, I am like that.
Back to the house. No. Why?
Hopefully Joe got some rest, man. He went on a long ass trip yesterday. Jesus.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, 18 hours round trip for a football game.
Yikes.
Yeah.
He was on a chartered bus, so I mean, it wasn't like he had
He
to
was,
drive
he
it,
was
but-
the official photographer, and they put him on a bus with a whole bunch of parents.
and
Well, thank God he wasn't driving.
And it was like 6 hours or 6.5 hours there and 6.5 hours back, and then they had to wait for the game.
Looking for a landing or what?
I mean, he almost. I said, man, at that point, he almost needed to charter a plane. At that point, ugh. And they won, so they have to go back another 20 miles, I think, past where they were at yesterday for the championship game.
He's doing the football playoffs for his high school.
Yeah, and they're going right back to where he was at yesterday, but another, I think, 20 miles past there, you said? That's going to be another 20, 25
That
minutes
boy needs
past.
a motorhome or something, you know?
Oh, yeah, motorhome would be nice for that. Drive there, you take your, Jesus, Joe had to take 3 nitros yesterday.
What? He's got problems.
Joe. Go get that looked at, buddy.
Okay,
You're
where'd the
right.
prop go?
Hey, Rob.
Can't be nitro powered. That's not good.
Oh, he's back.
What happened?
Hi, Rob.
Oh,
Hey.
Rob dropped out for a second, came back, pushing buttons again.
Yeah, the wrong button.
My phone likes to switch over from data to Wi-Fi close to here.
And normally, Justin, we tell you your mic is too low.
Is that better, Curtis?
I
No,
turned
that's
in,
better.
I turned the end. Chuck?
Rob's is a little low, but yes.
Rob is always low.
Yeah.
Rob's in whisper mode.
It's better when he's in low.
Is Rob gonna go meet up with you guys when Getchy meets up with you?
Did you
Where's
turn your mic down, Justin?
Yeah, Curtis said it was too loud.
No, it's not. He's got his end too high.
That was fine. Now it's
Oh,
low.
Jesus. Is that better?
That's
Yeah,
better.
right?
Okay. Talk.
This phone is trying-
Gitchy said she's already yelled at Joe.
Nice. Want to get his ass back to the hospital and get figured out before he's out of free spins.
Well, he keeps going, and they keep.
He said out of free
I don't know
spins.
what they're diagnosing it as.
They haven't fixed it. The problem's not fixed.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause
right?
they said well, didn't they tell him like it was a month or something he could have issues, but it's been well past a month now.
Yeah.
It's
like-
been at least 5 weeks.
Because they put in one or how many? He's got quite a few stints, doesn't he?
Oh, there's Joe. He's coming in.
Oh, like 35 of them or something, isn't it?
35, is that what you said?
Something like that.
Hey, there
And I
comes
would
Joe.
hope- And I would hope Rob wouldn't say stuff
Yeah.
like that about Joe again. I mean, Jesus, Rob.
I heard it.
So did she give you hell, Joe?
Oh, she gave me hell. I told her I didn't have a good woman to tell me to go to the hospital. She's gonna give me hell.
Right.
Oh, Edward. Yeah, that was hilarious.
I said nothing.
No, I had an issue. I was perfectly fine. I walked to the field from the bus and had a little chest pain, and that wasn't enough to worry about. And it was just a little discomfort. And then during the game, not an issue, not one anything. At the end of the game, the team lines up and they do the alma mater. They all look towards the crowd and all of this. I'm standing there just walking down, shooting all their pictures. Chest starts hurting. I left there. When I walked back to the bus, it was about 150 yards, 200 yards from the stadium. I actually stopped halfway and took a nitro. I had to. That's how bad it hurt.
Wow.
And then what got my attention was when I got to the bus. We had 2 doctors on the bus. There was an emergency room right across the street. I told them I'm fine. I'd go there. And they had 2 doctors, and we talked about it during the trip. And they said, yeah, it's probably the balloons and the blood flow being changed between the areas. They said, you're probably good, as long as the nitro's doing that right away. So we stopped about halfway into the trip for change of driver. I got off the bus, walked to the bathroom, got a Coke, got back on the bus, and had to take a nitro. That one caught my attention. I said, no, that's not supposed to be doing that fast.
What did the doctor say?
Well, I sent a email into his office today, and I said, do you want me to go to the ER now, or do you want me to? He said, if you go to the ER now, we're not going to do anything on Monday, unless it's something serious.
Please say.
He said, I don't think it's serious enough to do it right now. So,
Yeah, well, fine. You can be up the morgue then.
I still think
Well,
you need to get a second opinion. Just my opinion.
well, what we need to do, we need another angiogram in case he's got another blockage he's missing. It could be,
Yeah.
or it could be one of the ballooned areas could be collapsing.
How many stents and balloons do you have?
Well, I only know of 3 balloons and 15 stents,
Wow.
quintuple bypass. And this is the first time I've had issues before, because I remember, like, I think it was 2019, we went up to about the same area. Horton is right down the street from where we were last night. And the bus was about 600 or 700 yards from the freaking stadium. And I had chest pain walking to it and walking back, but not at the game. So it happened sometime. It happened, and it was about. No, that was after a stint. So again, that was after a stint, about 6 months.
Well, I'm wearing my shirt in solidarity of you, Heart Squad. Okay. From the hospital.
But you notice I'm at my house while there's a soccer game going on. I said, "Oh hell no, I'm not going."
Good for you. Yep. Do you notice in colder weather, is it worse?
No, don't make a difference.
Okay. Because I've talked to some heart people that says that when it gets chilly, they start to have issues.
Well, last night it was 40 degrees, and the altitude level from where I'm at right here to there is probably maybe about 200 feet different.
Okay, so it shouldn't be any pressure.
And somebody told me they thought it might be the difference in altitude and the fact that it was colder. And I said, well, it was hurting me. And when I woke up yesterday morning,
What's up, Corey?
I got up and I was just getting stuff together and was feeling no discomfort. So,
How many nitros are you on an average taking a day?
well, normally it's been like 1 a day. This was 3 yesterday. And some days I don't take any. You can take up to 3 in 15 minutes. You start doing after that, you'll pass out because it opens your veins so much. And even if you take 1 or 2 a day, it's not a big deal because some people have to take 1 or 2 a day. I just hope that I'm not one of those people that now are going to have to take 1 or 2 a day. It's not something I want to get used to.
I got your Premiere playing here in the background, Chet. Well, on my other screen. So I can watch it while I'm on here.
My Marine Corps son sent a email to us a little while ago, text message to us a little while ago about his itinerary when he comes in for around Christmas and New Year. And he had a bunch of emojis. And he said, do y'all understand the emojis like that? I sent him back to think. I said, do you understand this? He called me up and he said, yeah, that was pretty funny.
Send back, you didn't get your tiny, and then do the eggplant emoji, and then say from me.
Rod,
Hello. Keep yourself healthy, Joe.
Hey, Rod.
I want to
I'll
be
do
able
it
to keep
again.
picking on you about that tugboat. So keep yourself healthy, David.
Well, but let me tell you, I was sitting in the front seat of the bus, right when you walk in, front seat by the door.
Yeah.
I had the whole seat to myself except when Caitlin was sitting by me. So I'm looking out, and I'm all along this trip. I'm finding every place that I want to go back and fly to Avada.
It's funny what you get into drones and you're just like traveling around. It's like, oh, I should come here. Hey, I like that. I should come. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I was making notes, checking airspace and everything.
You got 6.5 hours of space to go travel to. You have a long path.
I had one of the parents across the aisle from me. He said, "What do you keep doing?" I said, "I'm looking at places I could come back and fly my drone."
Mm-hmm. Okay. Want to see what I did today?
No,
That was so negative.
I'm negative with everyone.
So this is literally my first flight with the Nazgul Evo, the 5-inch FPV drone.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, yeah, let's go. This thing, and I'm barely touching the throttle. This thing has got some go-go juice.
Should have just hit the throttle maximum and see what you get.
I'd have been 500 feet in the air.
So now that you're doing the little bit faster and more acro type FPV, how's your vision and everything?
Good.
You know, it doesn't bother you?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Now, which goggles are you using with those?
Goggles too. DJI goggles too. This is the 03 Air unit. Because that's the ones I fly the Avata with. So
No.
as you can see, a nice big open area of light poles that fly around. I literally did some close flybys of those light poles. Even at the top.
You want to get really close to them.
I did
Are
actually. I got some video of that. I got bored of kind of doing this flight, and so one of the flights, I literally was kind of doing circles around the top of the lights and buzzing around them. Took me a while before I realized this guy was sitting out here on this picnic table, just laying there, taking in the sun.
Well,
So are you kind of going like Rodney at all, where you're just kind of like,
Yeah, just cruising around. Yeah.
no, I'm saying
Still
like,
haven't.
are you feeling like your DJI drones are getting boring to you now?
I started today flying the Avata.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. With the motion controlling.
Because Rodney, man, he went full bore into FPV.
Part of the reason, and I'll probably continue this when I go someplace where I have it that I'm not terribly familiar. I've been to this place before, but it's nice to take the Avata and throw the Avata up and just cruise around with the Avata and sort of scout all the poles, trees, wires, obstacles that you need to look out for, kind of thing.
He
So
sends the Avata up so he doesn't have to send his good FPV drones up. No, that's a
so
good
that
idea,
I
though.
don't get so that I don't get in trouble with the FPV drone, especially this thing, which is so damn fast. You just don't. You kind of got to know where you're at, because if you get yourself in trouble, it's too late.
how do you fix Zoom in the end, David?
Tell them to fuck off.
Corey said, Corey's saying, turn right. And he's like, I could do the same thing. I get stuck. What is that dude doing on the table?
Laying there, sun tanning.
Oh, good on him.
In the middle of
You
winter.
can't,
Thought somebody was-
yell at me for only going right. I was going left and right. Okay, let me stop that. Let me share.
But there was some kind of bondage thing on that table.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, what the hell?
Apparently, I've exceeded my 14-hour free usage of Zoom.
So the air unit split the file in this case. So I'm gonna share the rest of this flight. Won't get back here, damn it. Yeah, this file. Okay. So here's kind of these people had a freaking blow up bounty thing over there for the kids. Must have been somebody's birthday, and they gave
There's somebody else flying.
2 surfboards.
that's
No,
right.
it is not. It was not somebody else flying. It was a bird.
Boy, he wasn't flapping.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it was
cruise
a bird.
around. There's some big crows that they'll just like cruise around.
Off most birds just sail.
Couple of times I turned to almost go get him.
Hey, Tank.
You should have chased it.
Chuck, you're gonna have to tell me how you did that. Like, preview
Yeah, I
before
thought
you-
about it, Dominic. So, anyways,
I've never done that before. I was curious
Hey,
about that.
Frank.
there's kind of into
You
that.
haven't done what before, Justin?
How Chuck did a preview of his.
Yeah, I saw a preview.
Yeah, he did a
Preview.
preview
Yeah,
before his
you
premiere.
can do it
Yeah.
before your live streams.
Yeah, I didn't know that. How do you do that?
Hey, Mark White, how you doing?
So
Well,
you,
just tell me later. We'll you
yeah,
can
I'll
show
say
me
I'll
later
talk
how
you
to do
through it after.
because I want to.
Because I've done it.
Know how to do that.
Corey Mano.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. I hadn't
Yeah, because
seen
I've
that
seen Bill
before.
from Coast to Coast do that too, and I'm like, how the
Yeah,
hell do you
yeah,
do that?
yeah.
You can also, after live stream, send people to another stream.
Yeah, that I remember you telling me about.
No, right?
Yeah, I'd love to be able to do that.
I made these.
Yeah, no, I'll
today.
show you.
I made these today.
Awesome.
Oh, they were quite cool.
No.
Yeah.
They're just hair clips glued on.
You are they just what?
Hair clips just zoom glued on.
I'm sitting here waiting in anticipation, Chuck. I got it pulled up.
Yeah.
Now the question is like, because now he's.
Oh, I
set
wish you
his-
could do that. There's a few people I'd send away.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic.
Poor Carlos would be all over the bloody place.
Well, Laura knows where Carlos is.
No,
I thought you were buds with Carlos.
no.
Didn't you think so?
Carlos,
Dominic?
as in from New York, Carlos.
Yeah,
No,
Carlos.
no, young Carlos.
Young
Oh.
Carlos. He was all over Laura. Laura this, Laura that.
Laura, stop shaking.
What do you mean stop shaking?
No, I can't think of the
When
other
Paul
Carlos.
just said Carlos was all over you, and you was like,
Yeah, he had a big crush on Laura.
he had until she called him out on it.
Oh, you did?
No, what? Who? It wasn't me that called him out. It was someone else.
Okay.
But we are not going to go anywhere near what them Welsh bastards did. And
Hey.
just so you're aware, Rob is from Newport, not Cardiff, and don't get the two mixed up. Otherwise, they'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
This is the flight that I started playing with the tops of the light poles.
Rob's still with us?
You can
Yeah.
also see I'm,
Yeah,
I'm a
Shane
lot
Lee's
more
still
I'm
there.
a lot more smooth in this flight too than I was in that first flight. It's not nearly sort of hesitating jerky. I also turn rock steady on, which I didn't have on in that first flight. But I got bored sort of flying around, so I started flying around the tops of the light poles.
Here's Chuck's link in the chat if anybody wants to watch that premiere in a minute.
Hmm.
It's
See,
on in 3
If it was
minutes.
me, I'd be landing that drone on top of them lights.
You know, somebody asked me if I could do that. They're like, no, not me, but there are people that could. Those are actually for the birds and birds' nests. All but the 2 lights right here by home plate have those plates up on top of the lights for
Oh,
bird
it's
nests.
good to see somewhere that actually looks after birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, everything's got anti-bird spikes.
Yeah.
Shoot them.
And then I kind of like doing this dive back down into here and then this turn kind of thing. That was kind of a fun little move. Picnic table guy finally got up.
So when is Chuck going live?
His
2
premiere
minutes.
is in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
So damn it.
Might as well play it on you, Paul.
I was trying to avoid the skating part of the skate park there.
How much longer you got for this?
For the premiere?
Yeah. No.
No, he wants
Oh,
to
this-
show Chuck's premiere. That's why.
Oh, got it. There. It's all yours.
Okay.
To hell with that.
Ooh, snow.
What are you on about snow for?
At least
There's a possibility of snow on Monday and Tuesday.
Really?
Yes.
I don't have the link.
it's in the chat.
In the chat.
I looked in the chat. I don't see it.
Are you on top chat or live chat?
It's the most
Oh, top chat.
top chat.
I still don't understand why the fuck they even have to have that.
Yeah.
Just
We've
do
been through
live
this
chat.
one before.
This is like Facebook. You have to fight to find most recent because they want you to know that your next door neighbor 4 days ago bought an axe.
Exactly.
What they don't want you to know is that 2 seconds ago he posted he's going to go around and knock you out with it.
Mm.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay. Screen share. Here we go.
I think we are. I think we're down to 0, or I think it was -2 last night.
Everybody go give him a like over there.
We're
Yep.
at 1 degrees right now, David.
Yeah, no.
I don't want it to go cold.
We're at 15 Celsius.
Shut up. Send it over here.
We have the potential of getting some light frost on the grass tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh,
It's-
good for
It's
you.
gonna be very inconvenient. I might have to crunch under my shoes, and I don't like that.
The possibility of going ice skating in the morning, whether we want to or not.
That's been
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
in Florida for the past couple weeks. It's been really nice.
Except for that week, did it rain for a week?
No, I'm just saying, like, as far as just the heat and stuff, it's just been like nice in the middle.
Yeah.
Not hot, not cold, just kind of good.
Why is that thing twerking?
Kind of like that what do you want to call it? Goldilocks.
Interesting countdown.
Well, that countdown doesn't match what the other one was.
Yeah, it's because YouTube puts their own countdown when you do a premiere.
You
I don't
can
think
actually
you-
choose a theme of your countdown.
But you can't like put your own on there, right?
No, you have to choose a theme. Their
Yeah.
theme.
Boring.
Hey, AZ.
What's up, David?
Okay.
Hey, Drone Shots.
Evening, AZ.
Jody, how's it going?
Okay.
This is better.
That put you to sleep.
Mm.
Just in time for the premiere.
Yeah.
You're saying Chuck's video is going to put you to sleep.
Well, not to this again.
Yeah.
Go back to that.
How long of a countdown did he put on?
Yeah, like 10 minutes.
60
or something
seconds, I think.
Well, it wasn't at 10 before. It was at
And
50.
another one.
Maybe
Oh,
YouTube's
what's going
glitching.
on?
Maybe YouTube.
No, he probably got it at like 5 minutes.
It could be YouTube glitching
So
out. too,
how
though.
long did you set it for?
It's
Yo,
like 36
Your
hours.
countdown's longer than it's going to take you to.
He did a
Edit your
I
3 minute.
might
London
think
video.
it's funny when the countdown is like 90 seconds and it's a minute video.
What
Watch
he
out.
forgot to tell you is this is the countdown to him editing the London video. This is not for his premiere.
I'm doing a 36-hour countdown.
Never will use this again.
Well, that's with you and Tim.
I know,
Now,
I
what
feel
you
like
need
it's-
is a 30-minute intro
3,
and a 10-minute
2,
live
1. Yay! Huh.
and another
I heard it.
countdown.
They did
Another
another one?
By, and we head north to Syracuse.
And this
by
is
way of
another
Amtrak
countdown.
business
Oh,
class, first class.
There was that much of a countdown. It ended. Goodbye from New York.
You don't worry about Poughkeepsie in your pants when you have a toilet.
Yeah, that's what I'd want to do. Sit in front of that big window and take a leak.
Well, you know, they have public bathrooms like that with
Go ahead and
frosted
use your hands
glass.
now.
And once you lock the
Yeah.
door, the glass frosts. So you can't see
Yeah.
inside. But some people don't realize that and they don't lock the door.
It took about 15 minutes to get
doesn't
from
lock the
Central Park
door?
to the train hall.
They'll be taking a dump in front of everybody.
It's always fun to just check out the sights on the way through the city. And just like that, we were at Penn Station and the train hall. Well, we're gonna head to the lounge for a while. I
The
think.
not so square Madison Square Garden.
Something to eat, something to drink.
Yeah, and then catch a train. 2 trains. All right, we're going to the Metro Lounge.
No, that
Penn
was an
Station
obvious
is rather
sign.
Travel
interesting.
business or first class by train, you get to
Metro
use the
Lounge.
Metro Lounge.
Okay.
It's also got a Jordan
We've never been here, and
Steakhouse
we're really curious
upstairs.
to check it out.
Alright.
See?
Okay, so the way this works.
Yeah,
is
why
we
does
have
Jordan have a
is
steakhouse in New York? He was played in
get free
Chicago.
Food and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic drinks are free, but you pay for the alcohol.
Non-alcoholic drinks. Wouldn't that be
So Lori's pulling up
that's
the
soft
menu right
drinks?
now.
Yeah, or it'd be like
Probably
a
water.
Alex, we're just gonna get a couple
like
of glasses
if
of
it's like a
premium
margarita, they could call it a virgin margarita, and it won't have
Yeah,
no
yeah,
alcohol. in it.
yeah,
Charge
Virgin
for disposal
Mary,
here.
like a Bloody
Yeah.
Mary. Yeah.
Right.
Non-alcoholic wine,
Yes.
as in grape juice.
Grape juice is good.
Yeah, I know, but don't call it non-alcoholic wine.
Hello. Good. How are
Got a
you?
point.
Here we are at the lounge,
Yes, and our first time
That's
at the train lounge.
the Metropolitan Lounge, yeah, for Amtrak. And why not, right? So, cheers.
Cheers.
How long does it take to go to the West Coast by train? Is it days? We're gonna nibble on some food, and we have some time before we catch our train and just chill.
Where
I'm gonna try to pronounce it.
is
We're off the
train
track
going?
number 9. Number 9.
Back
I'm
number
sure
nine.
he's gonna
Track
say.
number 9. So it was back down the escalator to get to the level where the platforms are. Yeah, they said it's an army going, and it is.
Wait, I thought it was supposed to
Track
go
number
down.
9, downstairs, man. Hey, have a good afternoon.
Thanks.
So it's not track number 9, it's track number
Yeah, I was trying to go to 9.
5. Yeah, it's all
Okay.
good. We're
Alright.
good.
So as long as we're on the right one. Well, you kept saying 9.
If only I could capture the aroma of this. All right, it's gonna be fun
we're
for sure.
Chicago.
We're not. Our train.
It never said where the hell they're going, did it?
I think we're gonna
I
be
think
Chicago.
that's the mystique of the whole thing.
Yes, it's a
Make
platform.
it seem easy, but it's not easy to newbie. But now I know.
This is New York to
We're good.
Chicago.
We're actually at the right one now, I think. Oh, our numbers are out. That figures.
Yeah, don't get on the wrong
We're
one.
room 8. There's room 3. 5, 6, 7,
Good to know we can count.
8. It's your room. Oh,
Okay.
Hey.
hey, come back out.
I can't come back out.
Welcome to room 8.
I'm a roommate.
All right. Going in the room 8.
Platform 9
These
and
are
3 quarters.
accommodations. Oh, that's not very private, is it?
I'm gonna say.
You better really know who you're with because the potty is like, it's right there. And the seats are.
Oh, nice.
right
Chuck already
there.
got 22 thumbs up.
So this
Hey.
isn't like, this is an adult situation here. Right,
That's
so
how many
every
accounts
seat-
he got, is it?
it's like-
I'm one of them because I'm actually got it playing on his
Well, when you're
But
traveling,
with,
Yeah, I'm watching
it's
as
like
well.
even more exciting.
with the
'cause,
sound off, but watching on Paul's.
Yeah, it can be pretty exciting. It's kind of race. I don't know.
You know her really well.
Yes, I know her very well. Yeah. I know her really well.
You bloody hope so.
Check this out. This is kind of cool.
Pretty
So I pulled
intimate
this
sort of
lever over here.
thing.
And
Let's just hope that whatever was in that sandwich doesn't make him have a
How are you
smelly
gonna get
one.
up there?
we have the bunk
Yeah.
bed.
You can step on the toilet, right?
We have a bunk
I've
bed.
always wanted to go on a train ride across
Well, we
country.
can put our stuff on the bed.
Yeah.
I'd be a little worried.
I don't
about
mind.
that.
I wouldn't mind the train ride, but
Cool.
This is funny.
having the lavatory in your same room, hell no.
Find your flux capacitor to get on the bed.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to walk as far.
Yeah. Step on the toilet.
I don't care how far you have to
get on the
walk.
bed.
Sometimes the smells are just best left in the bathroom.
Alright, work.
I'm just finding that bizarre.
This is crazy.
You just light a match.
Oh, welcome. to
Yeah,
the-
bro.
This is luxury accommodation.
She thought
Wow.
So we're gonna use a step to put stuff up here, grab onto the handle,
Call
And
for
we go.
breeze.
and this is our bed.
Well, you got to feel real
Yeah.
bad for the homeless guy under
This
the
is
bridge when
cool.
you drop your turd
Okay,
at the
hand me the
bottom of
bags.
the train.
Exactly.
God.
What's in yours, lad?
Head.
It's like
You're in the
leather
boat.
bag.
Head in my bag.
Okay, is that good?
How do you get onto that bed?
He just showed you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta step on the toilet.
Because up there is really
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Laugh, though. Maybe I'm thinking.
And hope
about
that toilet seat's very strong.
a real bedroom.
Yeah.
Because I thought it said bathroom. With
Make
a
sure the
separate
lid's
door
down.
And everything, and this is.
It's pretty funny. If you have to go to the bathroom, I will close my eyes.
You're cracking me up. Are you ready? We're moving.
Oh, we're moving. We're moving. Oh, we're really moving.
I guess you're moving.
I've never been on a.
Okay, we're
I've been
rolling
on a
out.
train. Just
I'm
never-
sorry, but if
I
I'm
like
getting on
that.
an Amtrak train, I'm doing trading places
Okay, so if you have to
scene.
use
I'm getting out of the
that-
train going, yay!
That can be pretty exciting if it moves.
Yeah.
While you're going.
Then you have your coat on the toilet.
It's not like a train in India. You just can't hang out the side of the train.
Sink. Sink.
Have you not seen it in trading places where he's hanging outside the door?
Yeah.
No way.
Yay.
We have a sink that.
Hey, look,
folds up and
You can
down.
have a wash while she takes a shit.
Come on, let's
Hey.
up. That's just cool. I mean,
Twice and something as always, David.
and look, you can play checkers. See,
I'm from Northern England. You should be used to it.
you bring checkers.
Nope, you didn't tell me.
I didn't know. I didn't get the memo.
You don't. They didn't offer you checkers pieces with
Chess or
it.
checkers.
Yeah,
You
see,
play
Hey.
both.
That's extra.
Yeah.
You gotta. Yeah. You gotta pay
What's your
for the.
question?
When the steward comes by, you probably buy checkers
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
wonder,
You buy the checker pieces.
is there like something?
or chess, depending on what you want to
That
play.
has a separate bathroom?
Yeah.
I don't.
There is.
I don't know. This is first class, supposedly.
So, do we have any idea?
Wait, bridge porn. We interrupt this for bridge porn. Sorry.
Do we have any
So
idea?
you
when
cooped
dinner
up in that small area
Dinner is.
for several hours.
That is not first class to me.
I'm gonna say that I'd get cabin fever from that.
Hey, how are you?
All right, welcome aboard. Are you recording?
Am I okay too?
No, please.
Oh no,
Thank you.
please.
This is the menu, madam, for dinner. And then this is you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'm sitting on the toilet so we can be together.
No recording.
And if there's an emergency, there's really no problem. It's just like, oh, I'm okay now.
You're scaring me.
We're moving pretty fast.
Does anybody know where the hell they're going?
Chicago.
Dead Chicago. Look at the title. It says
We're at the
Log
Yeah,
Shore,
Log
New
New
York,
Chicago,
York
yeah.
to Chicago. Oh yeah, yeah,
Has
yeah,
arrived.
yeah.
What do we got?
I'm not being funny, but that room is really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
but you also have to pay extra for that. Otherwise, you're just sitting in a seat.
I'd rather sit in the seat. Think about this.
Oh, you wouldn't.
You're-
Not on a long trip, you wouldn't.
We do it over here all the time.
Yeah, you don't want to sit in the seat for 16 hours.
They're probably not going all the way to Chicago, right? It's
Dinner
stopping
served.
close to their house. Probably what it's doing. So
I'm telling you,
Albany
you
is
would
where we
you would
connect
appreciate
onto the
that
back
bed
of
if you're on there
Boston
for
train.
more than
So this is
15
cool.
hours.
We can actually.
I'm sorry, but if I was on a train and I was in the same room all the time and you don't even go out for the toilet, nah.
They're gonna pull off because this is electric, and they're gonna bring a full-on diesel. Yeah. So what's going to happen is our locomotive's going to be detached and pull ahead, and then the Boston train's going to pull up, back up, and connect to our train and take us the rest of the way. When I went to engineering school, I thought I was going to get to drive the train, but I didn't. All right, it's disconnected.
Wait, do you have to get off the train for that to happen?
he got off
There
to
goes our
film
train
it.
over there.
Yeah,
Hi,
probably
train.
not.
We got a couple onto this one right here.
Yay.
That poor ant.
Hmm.
Super cool. Bon appetit.
I've arrived.
You don't want to be on the toilet when that happens.
Yeah.
We've done some damage to this. And
Fucking
we're
big ass
leaving
jerk
Albany
as you're
Station
taking a dump.
longer than we came in. Bye, Albany Station. See you next time. And just like that,
Chuck said
we're
train
leaving Albany,
porn.
heading back to Syracuse. I have a chocolate brownie for dessert. Freaking off a piece. Right here.
It goes right with the toilet.
Good point. Good point, Joe.
Like chip brownie.
Good point.
It's so good. Very good.
Saying like I'm kind of
Yeah.
agreed with you with that, David, but I would still rather be in a room
It's a butter cake.
than be in
Probably
a seat
pound
for that
cake,
long.
but That's like 5 pounds.
It's not. Look, if the toilet wasn't there, I'd be fine with it.
Doesn't matter. You go sit back that way.
But
babe.
some of them actually have bigger cabins you can rent too that are a lot nicer.
Yeah, even in a bigger cabin, I would not want the toilet right next to me. Not where I'm eating my food.
No, what I'm saying is they have cabins that have they're like miniature rooms.
Mirror light on. All right.
That's what I said, I've always wanted to go on a long train ride. I've only ever been on. I've been on a couple trains, but never
pals.
cross country or nothing.
Try your hands. It's
But
not
you know,
really
it's actually
great
more
for
expensive in some cases to take
Your
a train
drain
over
hole's at the
than
very
fly.
top. So you pour it.
Yep.
And it'll go down that hole into your toilet.
Yeah.
So let's
No, it goes back into your drinking water.
Yeah.
I thought Coach wasn't terrible the way it was, but this is obviously.
See, look at all the leg room you've got there.
It
All
gets
that leg
sifted, the
room, and
water
yet you
goes back
got
to the
nothing in
drinking
that
water.
little cupboard.
I mean, it's not bad, but like I said, I would rather be in a bed
like I think it's
stretched
really
out.
cool that the roomette.
I'm waiting for the janitors to come along and start moving stuff and go the mops behind here somewhere.
Complimentary with dinner.
That toilet's got a sifter. Half of it goes to the drinking water, half of it goes to the bakery.
The lounge is
Oh
full.
God!
Going on a really long trip, like say to Chicago or something from like New York.
I mean,
you
I
sleep in the car
suppose.
and there's 2 beds.
Actually, the 2 seats on the lower level.
Everything's all right about it, apart from that toilet. I just can't do the toilet thing now.
Well, see that I'm like that when it comes to RVs. I don't like those half baths where you have to shower with your toilet. No, I'm good on that. If I have an RV, I want a full bathroom.
It's a really nice way to travel. It's a step up from Coach. Give it a whirl if you can get a good deal on a rate sometime, because it's kind of fun. And traveling by train is really fun.
Train's heading off to Chicago now.
We're in Poughkeepsie.
Yes.
Don't Poughkeepsie in your pants.
You can't be in Pitsy,
But
where we are.
You need to.
Poor Sarah burnt the pork
Oh, I
chops
have
for
a
dinner,
toilet.
and that's all
You
it
don't worry
said.
about keep seeing in your pants when you have.
Justin would still eat them.
They're not
No.
burnt. They're cooked.
Well, she
Black
tried
and-
to fry them, and she overcooked them a little.
Why do you keep showing the toilet?
So there.
There's only so much.
These are bloopers, apparently.
Here, right there.
Hey, Justin,
Oh, right.
that wasn't burnt pork chops. That's blackened pork chops.
Yeah, she felt bad. I was like, they were fine.
They're charcoal. That's all.
The oil was too hot, so the outside
I
cooked
think we
faster
can
than
count.
the
Come on, fall down the
inside.
stairs. Go down some stairs
She
here.
got upset about it.
Good
I was like,
morning.
it's fine.
Sarah,
everybody
don't worry
makes-
about it. Think about Laura.
Don't
She
worry
burns
about it.
pizza.
Yeah.
Morning from the Syracuse train station.
It's the Syracuse Regional.
Oh, don't start. You're gonna get them collaborating on something.
Yeah,
Generations of pancakes.
we need that collaboration.
See, that's better. Maybe we just sat then.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah, it is as far as I'm concerned.
I've had enough.
Hope Chuck's on his channel.
Well,
Oh,
well.
we're back to seeing the toilet again. See, you turned it off too
I
soon.
I can't actually see your toilet right now.
Well, I just had a
does
close
eat
up of the toilet.
Speaking of toilets, we were on our way on a trip yesterday, and a woman goes in the toilet and she hits the alarm thinking it's the flush button. So the guy says, somebody go check on her. It doesn't flush. That's an emergency button like that. And she gets up, comes up front and sits down and says, wait a minute. Went back, didn't have her phone, had it in her back pocket. It was in the toilet.
Oh man.
So she said, how do I get my phone? He says, give me your name and a number. I'll let you know. When they drain it, they'll get it out.
Oh,
Oh, what my.
yeah, put that up to your ear.
Go find something to do.
I did that about a month ago. I stood up in the bathroom and had my fucking phone in my pocket. Went right into
Yeah, I'm
the
always
toilet.
careful about that.
But luckily, the newer phones like the Samsungs and the iPhones, they all have that IP rating. So
Hmm.
I just ripped it apart real quick, took the case off, and I rubbed it all like down with rubbing alcohol, and then I wiped it down with cleaner and thoroughly cleaned it.
Mm.
Put alcohol in all the ports and everything, cleaned everything out. Oh, you only had to wait about another 30 seconds or a minute, Paul, and it was over.
Mm.
Anyways, Dominic, I found the light pole.
Oh, great.
You hit a light pole?
No, I was getting close to him. I started flying up around the lights.
Careful, when they're in mating season, they're a bitch. One of them reached out and smacked my drone one time.
Yeah.
I was just flying along and it just reached out and was like, nope.
That's not that close.
No, but
You
close
gotta
enough.
watch TJ's when he goes doink.
Close enough for flying this thing for the first time, right?
Well, on your perception, you really can't tell exactly
Can't
how
tell
close
how
you are.
close you are. No.
Yeah, even the goggles. I knew it was pretty close.
Because it might look like you're 2 inches from it, but you could be 5 feet or vice versa. You know, it's
Yeah.
hard to tell.
And then I started doing this.
This is why FPV
little
guys.
little bit of an orbit kind of thing around it.
But see, these are why the FPV guys are so talented, because even with that depth perception being off, they can still, hit gaps and stuff.
Yeah. So, anyways, I said I got bored enough that I started trying to do some other things.
What's up, Chuck?
I'm gonna say,
Did I put
how
Paul to
long is
sleep?
that road along the side? There was a road along the side.
It's
You could have
lit
done
strips.
That's
a
about
drive
5 blocks.
around.
Yeah, that's the entrance or one of the entrances
I was
into
going to
that
say
area.
many cars on there because you could do You could do what they do at air shows: go straight down the runway and then straight up.
Oh crap! I have
You
double audio.
know, I'll think
Hmm.
about that for the next time, Dominic.
Yeah.
No, there aren't many. There
There
aren't
we
many
go.
cars on that section of the road because it's past the entrance of the park. So I don't know that there's much of anything. I don't know that there's much of anything down that way. So yeah, whatever.
Where's Hodges at
Where's my stop?
Yeah.
shit?
Well, what do you
Where's my
think?
stop shit?
with the girl?
He's with the
Yeah.
woman.
With
He's got his Sheila.
Jesus. Is
Hey,
that still-
TJ.
It still works at that age. That's
Oh
encouraging.
Jesus!
Hey, TJ missed my flight. Oh well, we'll have to watch the video.
What, Justin?
everything works.
I
with
would
the right
never say
medication.
such a thing.
I don't know.
I would never say an old joke like that.
I'm not far behind him, but I'm still saying the joke.
Uh,
I don't know how long the shit would work.
You're only a couple in front of me.
You do a couple in front of you? What?
No,
What?
no, I said Chuck's only a couple of years in front of me.
I was
oh,
gonna say,
Chuck's older than you.
Dominic does two at a time.
So
I thought
TJ,
you
that's
were a year or two older than me, Chuck.
that's the
Mm.
5-inch Nazgul. Not bad for the first time of flying it.
I need a microphone. There we go.
That's pretty good, Hot Rod.
For those of you that
I
got
think I'm
into
gonna
the
have to-
Avata later, you'll get to the FPV portion.
Not
I'm thinking about
necessarily.
getting
Maybe
simulator
not,
to
but-
start learning manual.
All right,
Man, it
I would
who's
was
our-
say
much-
it's a good stepping stone for those that
I have,
do
I
want to
have,
go.
I have
Avada-
zero interest in FPV.
Avata is
Zero.
actually you don't have to fly it in full acro or manual. You don't have to. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
Just in sport mode, it's a lot of fun having the goggles on and be able to fly kind of quick through things is fun. But
Yeah.
you don't need manual. I mean, it's like it's a whoop, man. It's a whoop that anybody can fly is what it is. And yeah, it's training wheels for FPV. If you, I mean, well, full on manual FPV, it's training wheels for that if you're interested. And if you don't go there, that's so what?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have
It's still
to.
super fun. And the shots
Yeah,
you can get with the thing, the
100%.
camera's respectable on it, so you can get some really clean shots with it that have that helicopter-y feel. And I mean, like, I know the guys like to do their whoop-de-doops and loop-de-loops and stuff, but honestly, I just like it for like getting like that simulated kind of like a helicopter shot like you'd see in a movie. You know, remember when the helicopters like James Bond kind of stuff? I think that's pretty cool. But
Yeah, I'm more
Yeah,
cinematic. I'm more cinematic than the flippy flops.
What the hell was Rob spotlighted?
Yeah, I was
I
just
don't know,
thinking
the-
that.
That's what I'm wondering about.
where'd he go?
We have a full on of Rob.
It was just he was randomly spotlighted and then went away.
Why not?
Where'd he go? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you were
are,
randomly
yeah.
spotlighted.
You were spotlighted. Would you fart or something? What
it
happened?
definitely wasn't me or Paul because Paul was turned away and I was.
No,
I
was reading something on my
hit from
phone.
her spotlight.
you hit
Yeah.
spotlight. Okay.
I'm surprised anybody left on the panel if you spotlighted me.
Nice.
We all tried to leave, but we couldn't get out.
Yeah.
We're all
The
trapped.
door wasn't wide enough for us all.
Okay,
Right.
maybe I should ask you guys this question.
That's probably not a good idea.
How's that for a thumbnail? Obviously, you
Hmm.
got to put text on it, but how's that
I don't
look?
get it. What's it mean?
Well, let me have a look.
So
What's the main?
this, believe it or not,
exactly.
this
I'm
was,
like confused.
this was
Yeah.
doll-e.
Hot Rod,
Oh,
you
wait.
need to
This
on the
is
thumbnail.
This is kind of a Nazgul, right? Nazgul, Lord of the Rings Nazgul kind of thing.
Yeah.
With the drone. So this was AI generating this.
That's a
dumbass
that's
thing.
a game. That's a gamer thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the thumbnail. I think it needs a bit of a manicure.
Probably
Oh,
because there's
Jesus.
two thumbs on there. I could cut the thumbs off.
What's up, Jonathan? How's it going, buddy?
Anyways,
Well, you
I
have
thought
to
it
make
was
it
kind of a. I thought it
16
was
by
kind of a
9.
cute.
The thumbnail will have
picture.
to be 16 by 9, so you're gonna have to. That's square. So you're basically 50% of it's in the trash can. So you're gonna have to do some work with. I don't know how you.
You're gonna have to
You
rate.
said
yeah.
this was.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was AI generated. I mean, like,
Yeah, it
you
was
can go
AI.
16
It was AI.
you can
generated.
tell
So is it
16 by
layered?
9.
Is it layered? Can you manipulate anything, or are you stuck with it?
It's a JPEG.
Oh, you're stuck with it. So like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can actually do them 16:9.
Come on, Amazon. Jesus.
Well, yeah, if you cut it in half, well, you're gonna lose them out. I don't know, dude. I don't think it's gonna work as a thumbnail just because the aspect ratio is really weird.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard. And it's
The one that I used for the last couple of videos is the same sort of thing.
how'd you do for views?
Same as I always do for views. Terrible.
Change it. Change it up then. Change something.
It
Just
doesn't
change
matter if I
something.
have no thumbnail.
Well, you're preaching to the choir on that one. So like really
The best video I ever had probably a really simplistic, crappy thumbnail. It had
I
nothing to
struggled.
do- it had nothing to do with the thumbnail. It was the fact that I was showing all the damage after the hurricane in Daytona.
Yeah. Well, that's when so
And I
there's
got 22,000 views.
there's a theory that the title and the thumbnail are pretty much equal in weight. And that new, you know how when you hover over a new video, like you see a thumbnail that interests you at all, and you hover over it, it starts playing the video now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the key. So like the thumbnail just has to get them to want to even look. Thumbnail, that's the clickbait. You got to get the thumbnail, and then
Yeah.
if they hover over it, then
Yeah.
they see. Hopefully,
Well-
YouTube shows a part of your video. This is why the beginning of the video, and I still suck at this. The beginning of the video has to be like, bam! It's got to have something interesting without audio, without anything. Just when it starts playing,
Hey, Chuck,
yeah.
I'm not doing this for the YouTube thing. I'm just doing it to show other droner guys what I'm doing.
But
This is not about this is not about trying to get to 100,000 subscribers.
yeah, but
Doesn't matter.
If you're going to do that, you might as well do like a lot of the YouTube shorts do. They just show a woman revealing everything on the main thing. You click it, and it's a dog running around with chasing the ball.
Yeah.
Well, if you're limited to the drone community, then
If I see
so be it.
boobs,
So
I click the thumbnail.
then you have to.
I guess
appeal-
what I'm trying to
then-
say is I don't worry about it. How's that for an answer?
You mentioned, well, no, I guess I did. Well, you're worried about the thumb. No, you're not worried about the thumbnail. Okay,
No,
I'll
not
stop.
really.
Do whatever the fuck you want then.
I was just like, yeah, what do you think? That's all.
No, children.
Well, what? I was.
Keep
I
in
just
mind-
offered. I offered.
Yes, headmaster.
The Nazgul,
requested
is from the
That's
Lord of
all.
the Rings. It's the things that the nine were flying.
Tim, Tim, you're hilarious. Nobody makes shit on YouTube. Nobody. It's like
So you never know, Chuck. This may go over
Yeah,
great
you
because
gotta
all the
agree.
Lord of the Rings RPG guys will look at it and kind of go, "Ooh, Lord of the Rings."
and
No,
you'll
we're not
get
going
30
down
this
second
road.
view time, and then they'll be gone. If that, you'll see in your analytics, you'll see it go.
Whatever.
Just saying, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, yeah, I'm in it different than you are for sure. I mean, this to me, the whole YouTube thing is it's a puzzle. It's a challenge. It's
It's a lottery.
It's a bit of fun.
There's the lottery aspect to it. Just like, well, even the best rock music people that we know, all the celebrities that you know, hell, a lot of it was luck. I mean, there are other
depends
people
on
that are
what.
just as talented as them. They
How
just
many
happen to be-
celebrities do you know?
I didn't say that. I'm saying
Hundreds.
Yeah, right. I wish.
When it comes to YouTube and things like this, and it always has been the case, the people that were there first got lucky, and then everybody else following is sort of trying to pick up what breadcrumbs they can. They're
Yeah, it's
not
late.
nearly as likely to be as successful as the first few people into a niche.
It's just not as easy.
That's
It is
that's
still
how I feel like
possible.
Matt trying to follow me. He's trying to eat my breadcrumbs, and I don't like it.
Well, you gotta give a few breadcrumbs there, dude. But like it's
But the
no,
people
really, I mean,
that
it's
make it
like-
big are the people that were probably one of the
I have an
first
important
10
message from
into the
Laura.
Oh,
market.
yeah,
for
well,
you
dude,
all.
you could have put a long form video up that was as entertaining as a short. I mean, as basic and simple and poorly edited with horrible audio and stuff back at the beginning and be a superstar now. Yeah, if you were in early. Now they have to come in and you got to have your game face on and actually do it. So like the competition is steep, the sandbox is full, and you have to somehow stand out amongst this crowd of people that are already getting pulled by the algorithm because they're making YouTube lots of money. So they get first dibs. You know, there's a search on YouTube. Who's it going to go to? Is it going to go to?
Obviously.
Yeah, right. So whatever, man. But I mean, it doesn't mean it's like it can still be done. I mean, you can't say it can't be done. There are new channels that are succeeding. Justin's growing like crazy. So like it can be done.
Well, yeah, but I'm also on a whole different niche too.
Which just is true. But I mean, but all the
And
niches
somebody
are
who
pretty busy.
can completely flipped it on his ear and grew exponentially was Mitch with his swap to carnivore.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Laura's dropped off. She says good night to you all.
Oh, good night, Laura.
Hello.
Tim, read Messenger.
What's Tim saying here?
Oh,
This is an open space place to
Amazon,
learn and strive.
come on.
We all should take it as that. It's supposed to be a hobby, honestly.
Yeah.
Amazon is
So, I mean,
pissing me
like,
off.
so like, yeah. Well, I mean,
It's
it's
ever
like
a hobby.
Justin, you're probably like me. It's like hobby, and then it's like it becomes a quest to grow the channel, and then you go back to hobby mode again. And when you
Well, it
that's how
was
I
the
feel.
minute
It's like
Matt.
I'm balancing it. You know, it's
The
like,
minute Matt opened his mouth and said, "I passed you in views," and got mouthy with me, it was on. It was on like fucking Donkey Kong. I said, "Oh hell no." Me and Matt been going neck to neck though.
Turn her over.
It's
Yeah.
fun when you got somebody to battle with on YouTube. Because he
So
and
I'm not
see,
serious.
he's got me because he's got that freaking 200 plus
So that
thousand.
one short, the unicorn.
Yeah. The one I've been trying to.
Tim. Oh man, why is Tim pissed off now?
Check Messenger, Justin. 3.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's told you to check Michigan 3 times.
I did.
Yeah.
I have it pulled up. I was looking at my phone now. I'm trying to wait for stupid Amazon to get here.
What's Mark saying about his Mini 3 Pro? Got update changing from 5 to 2.4 gigs. There's it. What? Well, that's weird. I didn't know you had to do that. Is that a UK thing, Mark?
Maybe.
Weird.
no, I think there's been a lot of problems with the 5G signal on a lot of devices.
So, I didn't do anything funky with my stuff in the UK. Everything was, I had updated the firmware on my RC Pro, so it was running just
Well
straight
done,
up.
Mark.
It was running CE mode, I guess, in the UK, right? Because in the UK and CE it runs CE mode, right?
Yeah.
So slightly less power. But
Now to get around that, Chuck,
hey, what?
there's an app. Now to get around that.
Oh, I paid for I just haven't loaded it back on. There's no reason to, because when you update the firmware, it wipes that out off the RC Pro. But I have the FCC unlock that worked in Iceland for me. I don't need it in the States right now, but yeah, the next time I update the RC Pro before I go on a trip overseas, then I will enable that again. But I didn't even bother in like England because I knew where I was going to be flying for the most part. And that was close to me.
That's all.
Yeah. It wasn't, I didn't really need it in like England. So, but I didn't have any issues either, because as long as you're line of sight with the drone, it pretty good radio with any of them. Like the Mini 3 Pro is respectable.
All I'm going to say to you, Chuck, is good job you came to London when you did, because the last few weekends and the next few weekends, flying your drone around London is like to get it shot out of the sky. They put no fly zones in because of all these bloody marches.
Oh, really? Well, guess all's well that ends well.
Because the police helicopters out with it.
Oh yeah, I didn't fly that much anyway. But that was actually challenging. So like so many people fly Tower Bridge, on the side I flew.
Yeah.
And there's helicopter traffic through there. In fact, I had to drop Mini 3 Pro down pretty fast because they sneak up on you. You can hear them off at the distance. Like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, they come over the building like Airwolf.
Yes. Yeah, and then like the one I saw had like a fluorescent orange like tail and nose on it or whatever. And
so that very piece of conversation was what I was trying to say when I said yesterday that the Israelis were using Nevada in the town. You can hear it, but where it's coming from, you have no idea. Just
Yeah,
like
you were
that
saying that you
just
lose
like
you-
that helicopter, you can hear the damn thing, but where
But
the
you
hell
don't
is
know.
it?
Yeah, I know, and that's that's
So
a
the
problem when you're
Avata flying
them.
around into town, but good luck trying to figure out where it actually is.
But it does. It's supposed to show up on the screen, on your remote control screen. But I mean, that's when it would be nice to have somebody
Over there,
like-
they probably don't. I don't know if they have. I don't know if that works outside of ADSB works outside of the US. I don't know that it's required over there. I don't even know
Now
if
that you
they have the
mention
same
it,
system.
now that you mention it, I don't recall seeing a pop up there either. Mark,
They probably don't even
did I
have
not
them
pay
over
attention
there.
to it?
Or it's a completely different frequency.
Oh wait, Mark says they haven't issued a TFR yet. Somebody flew St. Paul's Cathedral, and I'm so jealous. And I guess they took off from a private rooftop, and the shot was great. And I was just so jealous because like I could see the building I was standing on when Lori and I went out for brunch, and it was like, whoa, that'd be just a really good shot. I don't know if you saw it. It was on YouTube or Facebook somewhere.
That's not bad, too. You could ask Chat GPT to give you some channel name ideas and see what it pops up in.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
AI. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll be
Say,
back.
give me ideas for channel names with this in it, and then put your name and just see what it comes up with.
Yeah. Give it a whirl, dude.
It'll probably give you a whole fucking like a list of like 100 different names.
You can even keep the Tim Jackson channel, like I kept Chuck
Actually,
Kovac, and
Dominic
then
might be
create a
good
new
helping
channel.
him. Dominic might be good helping
I'm just
him do that.
typing it in now.
Yeah.
Just
Are you
copy
using
and paste the
are you
whole list.
using Bard or are you
No,
using
ChatGPT.
'Cause, Dominic's
You-
actually
you-
pretty good at messing around with that.
ChatGPT's gone all woke on me recently, so
I like it when it lies to you and you catch it and it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say. It's like it's testing. Have you had that happen yet? You must have. If you used it at all, you've had it happen.
I've been trying to train it to my sense of humor, and
But it
it's
won't
been
insult
really impossible.
anybody. Like if you wanted to say, "Hey, give me a derogatory name to call my best
Yeah,
friend," it
oh
would be
no, we
like,
have to be inclusive, and
yeah, well, it will give you some
I
stupid
found
answer.
a little way around it because I said, "Please give me some visceral humor," and then they say, "Oh, but that's beside my boundary." But if I say, do it in the style of say Ricky Gervais or Jimmy Carr,
It'll do it.
it gives me examples, and
You
then I question it. I say, "I thought you weren't allowed to do visceral humor." They said, "Oh, but I'm just doing it in the style of." I said, "Isn't that hypocritical?"
Fucking Dominic's having an argument with AI.
Yeah,
I mean, if I had
Oh,
AI
my-
going at it.
I have a coworker who did that, and it's
I mean,
hilarious. He
yeah,
had the whole
it's the only
chat
way it
conversation.
learns- The only way it learns is to give it examples. So programming it
So
via
Dom,
a different
I
way.
actually have Chat GPT hooked to my
Dom,
my
Dom,
live
why don't you live stream, share your screen, and have an argument with ChatGPT?
You know, I
you probably get a lot of views with that shit.
Yeah, I might.
Just do it.
Yeah,
If it's your idea, do it.
I have Chat GPT connected to my YouTube, so when you come into my live chat, you can put !GPT and you can ask it any question.
Well,
And it will
I just
search
asked
the
it
web for an answer.
to bring up an insult for Justin and his ego, and it gave me this.
I just
Hey,
said
Justin,
that-
your American ego is so big it has its own zip code.
What's up, Tim?
How you doing? Like, why does people eat on fucking camera?
Hey,
Should-
Tim.
How you doing?
I'll eat on
They-
camera if I want to eat
Yeah.
on camera, Tim. It's not your problem.
Well, I don't eat bread.
I don't care what you do,
I don't care what you
What do you
do.
have?
and I'll
I don't
eat.
care what you do. I don't care
Well,
what
fuck
you do.
off then.
Then
I'm
fuck
sick
off
of your
then.
attitude, mate.
I'm sick of your attitude, mate.
Well, fuck off. Seriously,
Then fuck
Tim.
off.
You're pissing everybody
Seriously.
off, right? You're insulting everybody.
fuck
You've been
you.
giving a load of shit.
Fuck you.
Do one. I'm not going to
God,
take
what
your shit anymore.
the hell happened?
Oh, I'm just sick of him. You know what? If I want to
He's
eat
gonna
on
protect me.
camera,
Is my hack
I
gonna
will eat on
protect me?
camera.
Probably
Unless
not.
Paul tells me otherwise, I will do what I want. If Paul says don't eat, I won't eat.
Justin, do you still have your hat? You better put it on. You might need it for this.
Oh, he's gone.
Well, somebody had to say something.
No,
Laura-
you did not. I mean, like, I actually wanted to talk to Tim for a
Oh.
minute. Thank you very
No,
much.
he can fuck right off.
If you want to see the shit he's been giving Laura the last few days, enough is
Wow.
enough.
All right. I don't want to get in the middle of it. I'm sorry.
It's not you, Chuck. It's not anyone on this panel. It was him. Something had to be said. Sorry. Paul, I apologize to you. It's your panel and I shouldn't have done it, but I was going to snap eventually.
Oh. Rob, what happened to your background?
Me?
Yeah, where'd the Falcon go?
Oh, no,
No,
she's
I just
staying over-
noticed.
She's staying over
no.
at Mum's tonight.
And your Wookiee's gone.
That's
Yeah,
what
the
I said,
Wookiees.
staying over at Mum's.
Wookiee's got the weekend off.
Oh,
No, she's
okay.
gone over to Mum's. That one. You was on about my missus, wasn't you? There
Yeah.
she is. There she is.
That's better.
Yeah, and there she is when she's pissed off at me.
Oh, that's not a good scene right there. That's bad.
That's when she's pissed off at him, he says.
I hated that scene in Jurassic Park. That was very
Okay.
disturbing.
I'm gonna jump off, guys. See y'all later.
Okay, Rod.
Have a good
See ya,
evening.
Rod. Later,
Later,
man.
Rod.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta jump off in a couple of minutes because I gotta go somewhere.
You gotta go
Where you
somewhere.
gotta go, Dominic?
Gotta go to.
I've gotta go to the shops.
Look, I think everybody's got to go to the shops, haven't they?
shops. Oh, look, there's no place like home.
Yeah.
Anium.
Sorry, I forgot I left that one on.
Yeah,
Justin, are you
Max.
still here?
I know, dude. Oh, Justin, did he step out of the room because he's not muted? Maybe he stepped out.
He's probably trying to calm Tim down or something.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So much drama.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Chuck, you haven't seen what the shit he's been messaging Laura.
You know, I haven't seen that.
No, and
But
it's
I have
not fair.
seen I have seen Tim take a lot of heat lately. I don't know if it was like it's all in good fun or whatever, but I mean, even when it's in good fun, maybe not to Tim. I don't know. But like I felt bad for Tim. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
I
that's
feel bad
just-
for. You know what?
So-
I'm
so
saying
maybe
there is a
maybe-
line that some people have crossed,
Maybe.
right, with Tim, and I've bitten my tongue a few times. But Tim knows. I've spoken to Tim in private and everything. I tell him, don't take it to heart. Don't take it to heart. But yesterday and the day before, he's been on in Paul's chat, digging at people, digging at yourself, digging at other people, and there's a point where, you know, someone had to say something. Yeah. Keep having a go, keep having a dig, and I will fight back. Yeah.
Kind of
It's as simple as that.
Kind of hoping. Yeah. Kind of hoping that, you know, could voice things without getting into people's shorts too much.
It's not personal, Tim. Just leave Laura alone.
All right. Anyway, what else is going on? Why do I have Top Chat on? That's better. I
think everybody got turned back to Top Chat because mine's gone to Top Chat as well.
It's something that happened. Mine did too.
No, mine's still on live chat.
I probably hit something. I probably refreshed mine or something. Did it? We were bitching about this the other day, or maybe it was earlier or whatever, but we were bitching about how you can't lock it in like live chat.
Yeah.
Why you, yeah, Dom, you remember that. It's like, I just,
Yeah.
I've noticed a few times lately when you've got Zoom up and YouTube at the side, sometimes the YouTube stops playing, and you've got to click the live to get back up to date.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I just wish we could set some of the things up to like lock into our like. I wish the preferences were a little more extensive.
Mm.
There are a few more things we could lock.
Well, it's like Justin's pointed out before, and I don't get it either. Why does Zoom automatically put them pop-up emojis in the chat?
Oh,
I
don't
have to
know.
go and turn them
Oh,
off
the little
every
heart thing.
time. Every
yeah,
time.
yeah. I actually had that in my that was in the live stream for my chat for my Premiere, and I forgot about it. So there it was. I'm like, shit, now I can't disable it. But I'll have to think about where the hell it's hiding, because it's like you actually have to enable.
Well, what you do is you go
replay.
down to the bottom where it says edit video.
Yeah. I know. I kind of know where it is. I just have to. I would have to find it, just like I have to find the button for replay chat. Because when you do a Premiere, you check that box, and you have to go in every single time and check the box for replay live. Live chat, replay chat. It's like, what the F, YouTube? I mean, obviously, this is a setting that somebody's gonna, as a creator, wants to leave on or not. I mean, like, stop turning it off. Kind of annoying. But
Yeah.
that's one of the, there's like, 3 or 4 settings that would be really nice if they let you set them and forget them. All right.
That's one of
I'm
the
off
first things I
soapbox.
have to do is
Yeah.
when I go live, I have to go over there and go down to the bottom, edit video, and then go to customization, and then you have to turn off the emojis, you uncheck it, and then say save it, and you're done.
Yeah. And then the other thing is the countdown timer. Yeah, that should never be more than a minute. So shame on me. But that countdown timer was really weird. I never used that one before. I was like, I thought I set it for a minute when it started playing, by the way. It's like it started 50, 59, 50. I'm like, oh, I must have set it for a minute. That's okay. That's probably better anyway. Then it starts over again. Like, shit, it's going again. I guess it was 3 minutes. And then you guys started bitching about it. I'm like, oh, God. Now I know how people really feel about this. So, well, that was good feedback. Whether you know it or not, that was good feedback. And then, so we learn, we cringe and learn kind of simultaneously, and then fixie for next time, I suppose. And the process continues. There goes Dave.
Well, do you want to see what I made today?
What's that?
What?
Cushions for the Havana.
Oh, you showed these earlier. That's right. I'm sorry, I didn't get to comment on.
Oh,
So
did
like,
I?
they look just like the ones I paid good money for.
Filament.
Except they're less tabs. Looks, so you have a tab in the center, the triangular tab in the center, and then 2 on each end, or 1 on each end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the TPU you said smelt a bit earlier?
No, that was PET. These are rubbery. These are bouncy.
Are they a little smushier?
Yes.
More rubbery? So Rob, the tabs.
Okay.
Can
well,
you change how long those tabs are? Because like there's an interference issue if you were to use some of the aftermarket props. Like I have a problem. Because I had to Dremel mine down.
Yeah.
Like,
I just made them today. I found them on Thingiverse. I think it was 8 pence a side.
Really?
Filament.
Jeez. Such a deal. If you have the equipment, why not?
Well, I got a bunch of them here, haven't I?
Yeah.
By the time I bloody use them.
I actually I have them on mine, and then I took them off because it's a Nevada and who cares? But like
Yeah.
I think it can take a damn pounding. I mean, I like for the color so you can like see it. I think that's kind of cool. Somebody else can see it better.
I tried
the
first time with a motion controller.
Yeah.
What a pile of shit.
You don't like it? Motion or Motion 2? Both similar.
Yeah, got the reverse trigger on as well.
Oh, your Motion 2. Yeah.
Yeah, just awful.
Really?
Absolutely awful.
Maybe give it a little more time. You're not swinging it around, are you? You're pretending like it's on a fixed base. You're moving it like this.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is as well, I'm in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more...
Did you see the aftermarket base for it? That's kind of cool. Turns it into a proper joystick that you could mount to your
Scotty's.
wheelchair.
Yeah, but then you still can't go into full acro, can you, with that?
Oh, no. So Motion 2 and Motion, they're not intended for full manual or acro. It's like normal and sport only. That's you have to get the sticks if you're going to do that stuff, dude.
I've ordered it today.
So RC2, you ordered an RC2.
Yeah.
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 We have one. We never use it, but
I've
we
got a
have one.
couple with the DJI FPV and all.
Yeah, you can use it from that one. You can link it.
Every time, haven't you?
Well, you just have to link it again. No big deal, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it or isn't it?
I linked it up with the FPV, then I linked it up to Avata, and then I linked it up to like my Avata from Lori's Avata.
It stays linked.
Goggles as well.
Yeah.
It stays linked.
Sorry, Joe.
It stays linked.
It stays linked. I
Yeah.
have the motion control and the sticks, and I have a link to 2 Avatas.
That I haven't tried.
Well,
And I started using the 3 props. with
That's
the,
what I have.
Air screws.
That's what I have.
You have a lot more control with the 3.
They are weird when you get close to grass and stuff, though. Did you notice when you get close to grass and you move slow, it gets really unstable? Did you notice? Kind of wobbles.
Well, I haven't gone too slow near grass though.
Well, if you do,
I'll
you'll
have to
notice.
try
If you just stop and hover over grass, it gets going. and
I'll
then
have
when
to
you're
try that.
moving, I think there's some kind of funky prop wash thing that happens with the 3 blades. But I like them overall.
Well,
I
I've
like
got
'em.
one with the 4 blades on it from Master Air Screw,
Yep.
and then one with the 3 blade. And I think I get more. And it might have just been the sticks. The way I was doing the yaw and turns and things, I was getting a lot of control.
Lori has the 4 props. She has the 4 blade master air
Well,
screw. I have the 3.
I gotta head out. So I'll see
Okay,
you
Dominic,
later.
you,
thanks for
Dom.
being
Yeah,
here,
enjoy
buddy.
your private chat.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Bye bye.
Toodles.
Just quick there. I know there's a million videos on it. How long does it take to bind? Is it simple to bind one to the other? If you took out the Avada and the DJI FPV, or is it a pain?
Oh, I haven't done it in a while, dude. I did it before we went to Iceland because I sold my FPV and I was shifting stuff around, and I found a video and just followed it. It took me like 20 minutes because I had to go through the learning curve of doing it, and then now it's been so long, dude. I forgot. I forgot. There are a couple good videos. There's a sequence that works. I can't remember. I'd be lying if I
It's
said
just
it.
doing the second Avata to the motion control and to the sticks.
No, it's all
He
about
kept
the
telling me you had
stuff.
to do updates, and it took me about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So your battery's gonna go flat by the time you fucking binding it.
Just charge. Yeah. First order of business. Have everything charged up, ready to go, and then just.
I'll
do it.
just
And
keep
keep it
2
cool.
sets of
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
2 sets of controllers.
Well, Lori and I each have our own stuff. So she has
Nice
she has
and
her
big,
goggles, her
smart controller, wouldn't it? And smart goggles, which automatically, like the smart controller does.
that would be
Just
cool.
pick which one you want to buy. Do click a button and away to
Mhm.
go.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be ideal. I know. I love the RC Pro for that. It's pretty cool, Rob, where you just multiple aircraft on there.
Isn't it? You just one controller and you can just do whichever.
It's like 15-20 seconds for the firmware change, and then
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It works better than the smart controller ever did. The smart controller, dude, when I was in Scotland, I decided I'm not going to fly Mavic 2 Pro. I'm going to fly Mini 2 today because it'll be less annoying to people. That son of a bitch used to have to like repair it, like relink it every time in the field, and it's just beeping at me, beep, beep, beep. It wouldn't link up. And I was at the Kelpies, by the way, the Kelpies in Scotland, and I'm like, I was trying to be covert and fly the Kelpies, which they don't want you to fly, but I was like, I'm flying here, and then my drone was pissing me off and making lots of noise. So it took like 3 minutes to get it paired. Anyway, yeah, it would be nice if everything worked as well as RC Pro, because that works really great when it comes to multiple aircraft.
I'm also trying as well a big 12-inch FPVs to carry
Oh, geez, you're going with
mirrorless as well.
the big guns.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Dono's flying around? Doesn't he have one like a 12-incher like that with a great big?
All right.
I don't know. We got weights on it. We haven't put the camera on yet.
that your
Not
bunny-
until we get good enough.
Bunny blanket?
I ain't.
David has his bunny blanket on.
No, it's Laura.
Laura.
Oh,
Back in a
it's-
minute. She's really upset because Tim really scared her yesterday, and it was bang out of order. That's why I snapped. You don't tell someone you've had a heart attack and then keep randomly messaging her loads of crap, you know, and stuff, saying what he was saying. You know, it's not fun. It's not a joke. She was very concerned yesterday and then told her not to tell anyone. There's a point where, you know, we're all a community. We're all friends. Yeah, we all get concerned. She was very upset yesterday. Yeah. I just think the alcohol got a bit too much yesterday for him. And I'm sorry, Paul, but
chat in private. Maybe you three should chat in private and like sort it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because it's not cool. I mean, like, you can do it in public if you want, but I think you guys would have a much more effective conversation in private if you guys just do your own. Get on Zoom, get on whatever, just as a group and
I'm done
discuss
with
it
him.
private
No,
without
it's
being live. Just
um,
saying. I mean, for the very reason you just said, because it's a community and we're supposed to be friends and shit gets out of line sometimes. I mean, I've gotten pissed off to the point on live streams where I've just said goodbye, that's enough, and disappeared, and then I get over it. But this is a different level, right? This is a different level, it's higher level. So
let's just leave it there because this is Paul's stream and it's not fair on Paul. And I do apologize to Paul.
Paul's sleeping.
No,
I just apologize to
over
Paul.
here looking at.
It's not fair on Paul.
You're a great Joe. You look at Paul. He's like staring at the screen.
Well, I didn't post it.
You're muted, Paul. You're muted.
I did a night video and I didn't post it. This was a couple days ago. And I'm trying to figure out if I can fix it or just toss it, you know. I'm going to screen share it and see what you guys think. Here's where it starts out here.
Is it because it's so blown out that you're not going to use it, or
yeah,
it is pretty blown out?
And the lights flashing are lights from shore.
Yeah, the ISO is really high on it or something because your stuff's blown out, and then the fact you have kind of light pollution from that's crazy.
Yeah. And then when it goes around, look at that baby.
Oh, dude, I mean, I know YouTube, like, this stream kind of kills the resolution a little bit. It looks really mushy.
Yep.
That's too bad. It's all blown out and stuff. Did you use different settings, Paul? Do you know like where the settings?
I use auto.
No, you sure?
Something changed. Check your settings. Something's not right because your stuff never looks like that.
It looks like the EV on accident, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep. It's like all blown out. Just go into your settings and have a look.
Go through the top.
I mean, look at like the back there of the halos and stuff. I mean, there's just like all kinds of shit going on.
Well, you've hit the EV on accident.
It's easy to do, man. It's one dial.
Hey, well, it's down in the bottom, isn't it? It's a simple click. You don't need to go. That's what it's done.
Yeah, and look at how down here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of crap going on. It's like that's too bad. But you know, we've all been there.
Yep.
All been there. Like, oh, expletive. I can't use that stuff. Crap.
What drone did you use, Paul? Advantage.
That's the
Atlantic Adventures wants to know.
Nano Plus.
Yeah, which has gotten you good
Supposed
stuff.
to be really great camera. Yeah.
Well, you have proof of it. You have stuff that works great at
I
night.
do have a lot of stuff.
So yeah, Rob's right. Go back and check your settings. Check your
You've hit something on accident. You have.
You changed something.
What I can do is let me show you. I'll show you the raw. Okay.
I think that's too far gone in it, Mark. Cut it down a bit.
Here's the raw video. Still didn't turn out as good as some of my other stuff.
But that's not as bad.
No, it's not as pixelated, is it?
No.
That's the original.
Yeah.
Then it's something in post-production that you did. Either you overexposed it.
That's better.
Yeah, you can see some of the definition on the pilot house.
What'd you do to it? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
still,
did it
it's
in
still
post.
blown. It's still blown out, but yeah, it's
What's up, Ron?
Hey.
You still have a lot of freaking. There's a lot going on in the back of that ship with the lights.
Yeah.
So
Let me stop sharing. Let me go over and I'll show you the raw footage.
you might have to use DaVinci.
Don't scare him.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I think with DaVinci, you could probably use. You could bring the mids down a little bit and maybe make it a little less crazy. But having had stuff blown out and be like, I need this clip. What do I do? And like try to salvage it and bring it in to be like only minorly horrible. Make it work. Had to do that. And the other way too, trying to brighten stuff up because it was too freaking dark. Oh, Tim, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. Don't know.
Dono's not on tonight, right?
Dobo, Dono.
You said Dona. That's
Yeah,
Dona.
that's
What?
his real
Who?
name. The original Dobo, Ken Dono. Yeah.
Here's the original footage out of the camera.
Oh, so it is your doing. Yeah, skip ahead till we get to the back side of the boat.
Actually, that's not too bad, is it?
All right, so let's see when it comes around to the stern.
Because I mean, look at the cloud definition and everything. It's not.
Well, it's super dark, but if you brighten that up, then your problem comes right about here.
Well, it looks
So
pretty good.
So what's going to go to shit right here? So what you'd have to do, I'm going to use a 4-letter word beginning with the letter E, ends in T. You're going to have to cut. Okay, so see, that's not bad. So what you're going to have to do, Paul, is you're going to have to cut it into 2 clips and do it at the right point with the music and show the side. You can show look around the port side now. You can show the port side once the stern is gone, the lights of the stern. Oh, it's always going to be in the shot. I don't know. That's not so bad right there. That looks okay. Now you're getting super dark again. You can mess with it though. You can make it good, but you're gonna have to actually edit. You have to edit. I mean, like really edit.
That's fixable.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to edit. So, yep. Agreed, Atlantic. Yeah. It's like fixable.
The reason I did this ship is you can see it's got all its deck lighting is on and
Yeah, you normally bring that up a little bit, don't you?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, first thing you do is take those other 2 clips and destroy them.
Yeah, these are better.
Get rid of them. And then you work with this one.
Yeah. Dude, you
But
have
make sure you make a copy of it so you don't mess this one up.
Yeah.
But
Why didn't
see
they,
the definition, everything you can see the deck, you can see the portholes.
Yep, it's all there. And then as like normal, like back, like the halo lighting on the back and stuff, it looks normal. An editor should never mess with your original files, though. The editor stuff should always be separate from your raw footage, isn't it?
See, look at that. Now that's a nice shot.
That's okay. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, Atlantic saying the same thing. Did I say train? If I did, I'm sorry. Did I say train? It's on my mind. Talking boats, right? I'd brighten it up a little bit, not crazy. If the detail's there, if you have the detail there, you can bring it up a little bit. When you're in normal, actually, when you fly night, aren't you supposed to fly in normal at night? Isn't that better, Ron? You know better than I do.
Ron, do you do much night flights?
Yeah, I've done my share.
So D-log is a problem at night, I think. You're supposed to go like he's normal instead. I'm not a night flyer, so I'm just leaning on you guys.
Best way to fix that, Paul, in all
Hey,
honesty,
Dre.
is, and I know you don't like to hear this, but launch the drone before the ship gets there, put it into manual, get an approximate exposure, you know, and leave it on that. And
Maybe
that
use the bridge lights. You're gonna
overexposed is a lot harder to fix than underexposed.
They're both hard, but I would agree with you,
Yeah.
Ron, that when you're underexposed, you can bring it up and then you can denoise it later.
Yep.
You can always denoise it, which
Yeah.
takes forever.
And I don't know the capabilities of Movie Maker, but
Well, I don't know if
there's a reason why
denoises
it's
and
free. You know, it doesn't have sometimes the abilities to play with your whites, your blacks, your exposures,
yeah.
your highlights, your shadows. I don't think it has the capabilities of doing that.
No, probably not.
You know, I'm not trying to be a sarcastic or anything, but it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I know. Ron, Laura said, have you got rid of the sticker yet?
Damn it. I'm gonna...
He's gone
Oh,
to the
I forgot about that. Not one on mine.
Yeah.
I better finish it. Hold on.
I think everyone should just put a sticker on the bottom of the glass and be done with it.
It's almost off.
It's wearing off.
Chuck's checking all the cups and
I'm
glasses.
checking all my
now.
glasses. I am. I'm checking all my glasses. This one's just gross, a water glass, but it's like there's no sticker on it. You know what I should do? I should put one of these. I should put one of these on the bottom. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that would fit perfect. Like put one of these on the bottom of my glass. That'd be good, right? Well, like it'd be like Jeff Gordon in NASCAR. I have advertising on everything.
Look at that.
That's proper.
Laura.
Cheers.
There you go. It's gone, Laura.
Cheers. What's in there, Ron? Something red. Get off your lawn.
Get off my lawn.
I say that at work all the
Now,
time.
those stickers.
20 somethings at work and they start
I
picking
put
on me.
stickers
They're
on
like, "Get off
everything."
my lawn." Nice.
Joe, how are you feeling?
You don't want to know.
He had a couple of more incidents.
Yeah, I had that game yesterday in Shreveport, Louisiana. Went on the parent bus. Got up in the morning. I was feeling fine. Started getting dressed and started having a little pain, but it wasn't out of the ordinary. It was just a little discomfort. So I sat here and I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a nitro just in case, just to see what it feels like before I make a decision to make this 16-hour trip. So I took it. Everything. I mean, within seconds, I was fine. Went, loaded on the bus, putting all my cameras above, the chest felt it again. So I sat down and it stopped. I mean, immediate. You know, and you know, as much as I know, you know, it was like nitro, it might not, I couldn't tell really exactly what it was at the time. It really didn't feel like it was anything to do hard, but it felt like it was just strain. So we get on the bus, we got the trip going. We get about halfway there, we stop. I get off, go to the bathroom, walk back to the bus. The chest starts hurting. So then I stood there for a second, and we got two doctors on board. And I'm talking to them, and we're talking about it, and they're saying, well, you got nitro with you? I said, yeah. I said, I'm not gonna, I said, it's going away. I could feel it just going away. So it went away. We get to the game, and we parked about, the bus was about maybe 200 yards from the stadium. I leave the bus, walk, get to the mid turf out on the 50-yard line. My chest starts hurting. So I'm saying, okay, this is exertion. There's nothing to do with anything else. Got to be exertion. Never took a nitro, and I was fine. The whole game, not an incident in the game. I mean, the whole thing, 2.5 hours walking the sideline, shooting pictures, nothing. At the end of the game, all the team lines up for the alma mater. So I got to walk kind of fast down the line. Chest does hurt. Walk back to the bus. I got about halfway to the bus, stopped and took a nitro. It was hurting me that bad. So one of the doctors walks over and he looks at me and he goes, I saw you taking a nitro. I said, yeah, it started hurting when I explained what was going on. Now, right across the street is an emergency room from the hospital. I mean, from the high school. And I said, yeah, I said, let's get to the bus, see what's going on. Because if it's not feeling any better when I get there, I'm going to go across the street. And we got there and the other doctor shows up and we're talking. Everything goes perfect. I'm fine. He says, yeah, what I would do, he said, just relax. When you get home, get in touch with your doctor or go to the ER. Don't do it up here if you don't have to. Because they check pulse and everything. It's everything. I said, yeah. I got on my watch, I got the EKG stuff. It was showing normal sinus, everything else. So we stopped halfway home. I get out, go get a Coke. My chest starts hurting. I had to take a nitro.
Be careful in all those nitros, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Got to be. I contacted the doctor this morning, and he told me, he said, well, how you feel now? I said, well, I haven't had an incident since. And he said, well, this is what I want you to do. I got to go see him Monday morning. He said, if it starts bothering you anytime between, just go to the ER. He said, because I don't think, he said, he still thinks it's the fact that he's got one area ballooned and then he's got the stent in the other area. He thinks there's still a blood flow when it's hitting where the balloon area is, slowing down, and that's what I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. And he said, eventually it'll react right and it'll start picking up the blood flow right. And the body will start adapting to it. But to me, in the last couple of weeks, it's got worse. So it could also be one of his stented areas or something like that trying to collapse, anything. So, but I can't live like this.
No.
You know, it's just, I had a soccer game at 3 o'clock today. I'm here. I didn't go to the game. And I told the parents, because we won the game 56-50. So now they got to travel back to Ruston, Louisiana, which is 20 miles away from where we were.
20 miles further.
Well, it's actually, it's, if you go a different route from where we're at, you can save 2 hours. It's 20 miles difference, but coming in the opposite way, you can save 2 hours to get to Ruston, but it's still an extra hour to get to where we were. Actually, you save an hour, which is, it would be one more hour to go past. So we could come in the back way and get there in 4.5 hours. So I've done that before. But I put on the parents' site, I said, look, reserve me a seat tentatively. I said, because after I get with my doctor on Monday, because they knew what was going on. I said, after I get with the doctor on Monday, we decide what the procedure is. It may stop me from going on this trip.
Ooh.
And I told him, I said, and I'd rather not be on this trip and be able to be at the Dome in 2 weeks for the championship than to make this trip and not be able to make that. And everybody's coming back and said, you know, we love you. We love what you do. Worry about you right now. We'll see you in 2 weeks, you know. So
I gotta switch gears. I think I have to switch channels. Ooh.
But in all my years of dealing with my heart, this is the first time that I've had to repeatedly take nitro.
That's scary stuff. I've had I've had small little alarms like Chuck, get your stuff together, right? Nothing like that. So
Just be
Scary.
careful popping that nitro because it'll drop your blood pressure.
That's for sure.
Oh, I know. I make sure that I'm not driving or doing something stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it
I
can
gotta
drop
go.
it enough whether you're sitting or driving or walking or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, I'm dropping off, guys.
I got to drop as well.
Yeah.
So,
Catch you later, Rob. See you later, Chuck.
You all
thanks for
later.
letting me in, Paul. See you, Rob.
Okay, hey,
You're
thanks
on.
for being
Later.
here.
Joe, feel better, man. David, nice background.
Day at a time.
Yeah, that's all you can do, man. Day at a time. Catch you later.
But it was an awakening yesterday to have to do that. It really, because like right now I feel perfect. You know, I felt perfect all day today.
Yeah.
But I'm not jumping up and running. I went to the grocery, walked. I didn't walk fast. It's just normal pace and stuff. I felt I'm like right here mid sternum. I'm feeling like a soreness, but it's not the same kind of pain. And they tried to explain to me. He said, based on because he said he put me under. He said each area he ballooned for over 20 minutes. He said he was opening everything up, stretching a lot of stuff. He says, so I could just feel the stretching and what he did. So
The reason I say that is, without getting complicated, when I get called for chest pain on an ambulance call, somebody, the patient I arrive to, they get several things. One, they automatically get a 4 lead. In other words, 1, 2, 3, 4 EKG.
Right.
It's an automatic that I proceed at that point to a 12 lead. And that looks at the heart from different locations. Now, what I'm looking at on a 12 lead, I look at 4 views of the heart: the inferior, septal, anterior, and lateral. And I can look at those 12 different views and tell if they are having a heart attack, what we refer to as an MI. I can tell exactly where it's at, where the damage is being done. Now, one of the things with nitro that you've got to be careful of, if I see somebody that has what they call a inferior wall, what I automatically do, and I look at what they call leads 2, 3, and AVF. If I see what we call ischemia, like ST elevation or depression or whatever, I also look at what they call the reciprocal changes in other areas. If you see elevation on one side, you might see depression on another. But what I do is I do another test, and I take lead 4 from the left side of the chest, and I put it over on the right side of just that one lead, put it on the right side of the chest in the same location, and I rerun that 12 lead, and that tells me if they are having right-sided involvement. Why I want to know if they're having right-sided involvement is I want to be extremely careful giving them nitro at that point, because what I can do by doing that is your blood flow starts at the right side of the heart. But what they say it happens is it can reduce what they call venous return to the right side of the heart, and immediately drop your blood pressure down to sometimes dangerous levels. A lot of times, depending on where I'm working at, sometimes I'll call a doctor, and I'm still not used to the different doctors here. If I find out somebody has an inferior wall and I'm suspecting a right-sided, I'll call a doctor. He wants to know their vital signs. He wants to know their current blood pressure.
Right.
And he'll let me know then at that point. It's like, are you okay if I give nitro or not? I mean, the quicker we reduce that pain, because that nitro is going to do some vasodilation.
Yeah, dilate.
Right. And so that blood flow can get in and feed that muscle, because as they say, time is muscle. The longer you let someone in pain means that that portion of the heart is getting strived of oxygenated blood. If I'm not sounding all too complicated here.
No, I got it.
So just be careful on the nitro. I realize your dedication to, you know, the kids and going to these games and doing the photography and stuff, but
got to think about me.
You need to find out why this is happening.
Oh yeah.
And you may need
got
to
to think about me right now.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and again, all I am, Joe, is just one person's opinion. You know.
Well, that's what's bothering me about, because I got the EMS background, and then I got the doctor, you know, telling me, well, because of what I did and the way the blood flow is going, that's what you're feeling.
Yeah.
And the PA told me that when I saw her the first time, and like I got in touch with him today because I got a direct line with him, and told him what happened yesterday, and he goes, "Okay," he said, "Give me some time frames." And I went through the time frames with him, and he goes, "Okay," he said, I'm still saying that's what it is." He said, "But if he said, I want you to relax a little bit today and tomorrow. If you start feeling any kind of pain again, just go to the ER." He said, because then it may not be that. And he said, it may be with the area between the areas, maybe trying to close up a little bit on us. He said, so that might be what you're feeling.
Yeah.
He said, but I want to see you Monday for sure. He's going to do another echo and check me out a little more. So I have a gut feeling I'm gonna get another angiogram Monday. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not in a rush to go Friday night. I tell you what, they're gonna probably win the game and wind up in the next one because they're just that good of a team. I hate the fact that it'd be the first game in 15 years I'll miss. But you know,
you got to take care of you.
I'd rather miss that game than miss the rest of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's my 2 cents. So, you know.
Well, that was like a quarter, but that was good.
Like I said, nitro can be your friend, and it can be it
can be your enemy quick
too. No.
All right, guys, I'm going to drop
turn
off.
into your enemy quick.
Okay, David, take care.
Paul, once again, apologize for that.
All right.
Something had to be said.
Things happen. Yep. Okay.
Take care of yourselves, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Speak to you all soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's like now, like I said, I took 3 yesterday, and that was probably in the 20 years since my quintuple. That might have been the 7th time I've taken it. So it's like, believe me, I've had it on my side and had a little pain, and I'd go to the ER instead of taking nitro, you know. So it's like, it's just completely different in the feeling. You know, it is so arbitrary, and again, this is the thing that's throwing everybody off. It's still somewhat associated after I eat. You know, so it's like almost like an indigestion type of thing. But the nitro shouldn't be working then. So it's just, but you see that Ozempic crap? Not doing it. I'm done with Ozempic.
Yeah, my buddy is now off of it for the last 3-4 days. Guess what? He hadn't had any stomach issues in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, because you start having stomach issues about 2 hours after taking it. You know, and then it happens about every day about the same. You eat, and about 2 hours later, your stomach starts hurting because you got to eat again. Well, you smoke because it's trying to digest stuff. You don't have anything.
Yep.
That's this. I'll change my doctor first.
I was actually up there with him the other day when he was actually talking to the pharmacist at the VA. And she's like, well, I'm the one that put you on that. I'm like, and Dawn, he wanted me on speakerphone with her. And I said, I'm not trying to be a smartass, but I said, obviously that was prescribed. I'm hoping it was prescribed to you as a pharmacist. I realize you're trying to regulate his A1Cs as a diabetic, but I said, I'm sorry, but if she was a real decent clinician, you give a patient a medication, you give a patient a treatment, you reevaluate your patient to see whether it's done good or bad or nothing. That's what you do with medicines. I said, she's not doing that. How many months has he been on this? And for a man to go from like almost 170 pounds down to almost 140, hello?
Right.
He's 6'1". 6'1", he don't need to be 140 pounds. And when he explains to her that I have no body mass, no muscle mass, I get down on the ground, I can't get up. Hello? Yeah. I've gone through that speech before.
Yes.
But, yeah, anyhow, he's off of it. So.
And my last dose was last Monday. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah. And when was the last time you had pain?
Just yesterday.
About yesterday at about.
Oh, okay.
It was about midnight.
Okay.
Not midnight. It just midnight just passed.
Well,
yeah, because we had stopped right at about midnight in Appaloosa.
About 18 hours ago.
Just keep your eye on it, Joe. I said, I understand where you're coming from. You got people that say, hey, we want you there, we need you there, but sometimes you got to look out for number one.
Yep.
Well, that was the first thing I did this morning. When I came home and Justin and them was still on, I jumped on with them for a minute. And then I told him, look, I was trying to edit some pictures real quick for the paper. And I was seeing double. I was so tired. And I did the pictures real quick, sent them in. And I told Justin, look, I'm going to bed. And I slept for like 7 hours. Got up and I was fine, you know. And I wasn't hurting when I went to bed, you know. But I got about 7 hours sleep, got up, ate, and I've been fine all day. So
you slept all night or you were up all night?
Oh,
I was up all night. I was on that
what
bus.
time did you get to bed, Joe?
Well, I didn't get to bed till like almost 6 this morning.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Because of the 18-hour trip.
It was 6 hours one way.
Oh,
and then we were at the game for 4.5 hours.
So 6 and 6 is 12 plus 4. That's how long
About 16 hours.
Yeah.
And it was almost a 24-hour deal from the time I got up. And I dozed a couple of minutes in the bus on the way back, but it was like you doze for about 3 or 4 miles and then it hit a bump and wake you up, you know. And it's like, but.
Yep, you got to take care of yourself, Joe.
Yeah, that's a priority right now. I got too many things going on. I got too many family members that need me around here.
You too, Paul. Should take your own advice.
I always take care of myself.
Okay.
You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Oh, goodness.
So you're off now this evening?
Yeah, back in tomorrow. I worked last night, then I went to a meeting today. It was a good meeting. And then I'm down in Wright tomorrow for 24, and then I'm off for 5 days.
Because you're looking kind of tired, buddy.
I am. Yeah. Yeah. Like I have room to talk. I've been kind of running like the Energizer Bunny. I need a couple days. I need more than a couple days. I need a couple weeks of normalcy. Maybe get up at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 3 and 4. You know, get some proper. But I also go to bed sometimes pretty damn early. You know. But anyway. Well, I will let you guys go. Joe.
Okay, yep. We're gonna sign off, and Joe, take care, buddy.
I'm gonna do that.
Ron, get some sleep.
Yeah.
And everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. Gitchy. Joe will be chilling, watching football for Christmas movies this weekend.
There you
Yeah,
go.
she jumped all on me about that.
Yep, there you go. Okay, everybody in the chat, Gitchy, TJ, Bill, everybody, Mark, take care. We'll see all of you again next time.